Imagine a land forged in ice and fire, towering fjords carved through rugged mountains. Dark forests whisper with ancient secrets. The North Sea rages, its waves crashing against rocky shores. This is Scandinavia, the cradle of the Vikings. From this unforgiving landscape emerged a new breed of warrior. These were the Vikings, fearless seafarers who dared to conquer the unknown. They sailed across the waves, their longships adorned with fearsome dragon heads. Their raids struck terror into the hearts of their enemies. These were not merely barbarians, however. The Vikings were skilled craftsmen, poets, and explorers. They possessed a rich culture steeped in myth and legend. Their stories, passed down through generations, continue to captivate and inspire us today. Ragnar Lothbrok. The very name evokes images of a legendary warrior king, a Viking hero who carved his name into the annals of history with the might of his axe. But who was the real Ragnar Lothbrok? Was he a historical figure, a flesh-and-blood king who terrorized the coast of Europe, or was he a product of myth and legend, his exploits exaggerated with each retelling? The truth, like the myths that shroud his saga, is a blend of both. Ragnar's story is a tapestry woven from threads of history and legend. To unravel the man from the myth, we must delve into the ancient sagas and chronicles that whisper his name. We must sift through fact and fiction, seeking glimpses of the man behind the legend. The journey will take us across stormy seas and battle-scarred landscapes. It will lead us into the heart of Viking culture, where gods and monsters mingle with mortal men. Are you ready to embrace the legend of Ragnar Lothbrok? The Vikings lived in a world where the supernatural intertwined with the mundane. Their daily lives were steeped in the belief that the gods were ever present, watching over them and influencing their fate. From the moment they woke up to the moment they went to sleep, the presence of the divine was felt in every aspect of their existence. Theirs was a pantheon of powerful gods and goddesses, each with their own unique attributes and stories. These deities were not distant abstract figures, but rather integral parts of the Viking world, shaping their understanding of life and the universe. Odin, the All-Father, ruled Asgard, the realm of the gods. He was a complex figure embodying wisdom, war, and death. His two ravens, Hugin and Munin, flew across the world each day, bringing him news and knowledge. Odin's quest for wisdom was unending, even sacrificing an eye to drink from the well of Mimir. Thor, the god of thunder, wielded his mighty hammer, Mjolnir. He was the protector of mankind, often depicted riding his chariot pulled by goats, bringing storms and rain. Thor's strength and bravery were legendary, and his hammer was a symbol of protection and power, feared by giants and revered by mortals. Freyja, the goddess of love and war, rode into battle with her chariot pulled by cats. She was a figure of beauty and ferocity, embodying the dual aspects of life and death. Freyja was also associated with fertility and magic, and her tears were said to turn into gold. Her influence was profound, touching the hearts and minds of the Vikings in myriad ways. These gods and their stories permeated every aspect of Viking life. From the grandest of sagas to the simplest of daily rituals, the divine was always present. The Vikings believed that their gods walked among them, guiding their actions and shaping their destinies. They influenced their laws, their customs, and their understanding of the world. The Viking legal system, known as the Thing, was believed to be overseen by the gods, ensuring justice and fairness. Their customs, from marriage to burial, were deeply rooted in their religious beliefs, reflecting the sacred bond between the mortal and the divine. It is no surprise, then, that the sagas are filled with tales of divine intervention, prophecy, and supernatural beings. These stories were more than mere entertainment. They were a way to understand the world and their place in it. The sagas were a bridge between the human and the divine, a testament to the enduring power of myth and legend. Ragnar Lothbrok's own saga is no exception. His life and deeds were seen as a reflection of the gods' will, a living embodiment of their power and influence. Ragnar's story is a tapestry of heroism, adventure, and tragedy, woven with the threads of divine intervention and fate. He is said to have been a descendant of Odin himself, imbuing him with a divine right to rule. This connection to the All-Father gave Ragnar an aura of legitimacy and power, making him a figure of awe and reverence. His lineage was a source of pride and a symbol of his destined greatness. His life is marked by omens and prophecies hinting at his destiny. From his birth to his death, Ragnar's path was seen as preordained, guided by the hands of the gods. The seers and shamans of his time foretold his rise and fall, their visions shaping the course of his life. Even his death, as we shall see, is a testament to the power of fate and the will of the gods. Ragnar's end was not just a personal tragedy, but a cosmic event, a moment where the mortal and the divine intersected. His death was a fulfillment of prophecy, a final act in the grand drama of his life. To understand the legend of Ragnar, we must embrace this world of myth and magic. We must delve into the rich tapestry of Norse mythology, where gods and heroes walk hand in hand and the line between reality and fantasy blurs. It is a world where every tree, every stone, and every creature holds a story, a world alive with the echoes of the gods. We must be willing to suspend our disbelief and journey into a realm where anything is possible. In this realm, the impossible becomes possible and the ordinary becomes extraordinary. It is a place of wonder and mystery where the past and the present merge, and the stories of old come to life. Only then can we truly appreciate the power and the wonder of his story. Ragnar's saga is not just a tale of a man, but a reflection of a culture, a glimpse into a world where the gods walked among mortals and every moment was touched by the divine. It is a story that transcends time, a timeless echo of the gods. Section 4, the Sagas sing of Ragnar. The primary sources for Ragnar's life are the Icelandic sagas, written centuries after his supposed lifetime. These sagas, rich in detail and imagination, were penned by medieval authors who sought to preserve the tales of their ancestors. They're a blend of oral traditions and historical events, passed down through generations before being committed to parchment. These epic narratives blend historical events with myth and folklore, creating a captivating but often unreliable account of the Viking Age. The sagas are filled with larger-than-life characters, supernatural elements, and dramatic twists that make them as entertaining as they are informative. They serve as a window into the mindset and values of the Viking people, even if they sometimes stretch the truth. Two sagas in particular feature Ragnar prominently. There's the tale of Ragnar Lothbrok and the sons of Ragnar Lothbrok. These texts not only chronicle his exploits, but also delve into the lives of his descendants, painting a comprehensive picture of his legacy. The tales are filled with adventure, betrayal, and heroism, capturing the essence of the Viking spirit. These sagas depict Ragnar as a fearless warrior, a cunning strategist, and a charismatic leader. His tactical brilliance in battle and his ability to inspire loyalty among his followers are recurring themes. Ragnar's leadership is portrayed as a blend of strength, wisdom, and a touch of ruthlessness, qualities that made him a formidable figure in Viking lore. He is shown raiding England and France, amassing wealth and power. These raids were not just about plunder, they were strategic moves to expand his influence and secure resources for his people. The sagas describe his daring exploits, from navigating treacherous seas to outsmarting enemy forces, showcasing his relentless pursuit of glory and dominance. The sagas also highlight Ragnar's personal life, recounting his marriages to Lagertha, the Shield Maiden, and Aslaug, the daughter of the legendary dragon slayer Sigurd. These relationships are depicted with a mix of romance and conflict, reflecting the complexities of Viking society. Lagertha and Aslaug are not mere consorts, they are portrayed as strong, independent women who play crucial roles in Ragnar's story. These women, strong and independent, play pivotal roles in Ragnar's story, shaping his destiny and giving birth to the sons who will avenge his death. The sagas emphasize the importance of family and lineage in Viking culture, with Ragnar's sons continuing his legacy through their own heroic deeds. The tales of his children, such as Ivar the Boneless and Bjorn Ironside, are as legendary as Ragnar's own. While the sagas are undoubtedly embellished, they offer valuable insights into Viking culture, values, and beliefs. They reveal a society that valued honor, bravery, and loyalty above all else. The sagas also provide glimpses into the daily lives of the Vikings, their customs, and their interactions with other cultures. They provide a window into a world of honor, loyalty, and the pursuit of glory. The sagas celebrate the virtues that the Vikings held dear, portraying their heroes as paragons of these ideals. Through their stories, we gain an understanding of what it meant to be a Viking and the values that drove them to achieve greatness. Through the sagas, Ragnar emerges as the embodiment of the Viking ideal, a warrior who lived and died by the sword. His story, though shrouded in myth, continues to inspire and captivate, reminding us of a time when valor and adventure were the hallmarks of a legendary life. Section 5. Shadows of History. While the sagas paint a vivid picture of Ragnar's life, separating fact from fiction can be a challenge. The sagas, written centuries after the events they describe, often blend historical facts with mythological elements, making it difficult to discern the true nature of Ragnar Lothbrok. These stories were passed down orally before being committed to parchment, which means they were subject to embellishments and alterations over time. Historians have long debated the historical accuracy of Ragnar Lothbrok, with some arguing that he never existed at all. The lack of contemporary records mentioning Ragnar adds to the mystery. Some scholars suggest that he might be a fictional character created to embody the ideal Viking hero, a symbol of the Norse culture's values and aspirations. However, there is evidence to suggest that Ragnar may have been based on one or more real Viking leaders who terrorized Europe in the 9th century. The Viking Age was a period of significant upheaval and expansion, and many leaders emerged who could have inspired the tales of Ragnar. These leaders were known for their daring raids, strategic prowess, and ability to unite their people under a common cause. Some scholars believe that Ragnar is a composite figure, a literary amalgamation of several historical figures. This theory suggests that the sagas combined the deeds and characteristics of multiple leaders to create a single, larger-than-life persona. This would explain the varying accounts of Ragnar's exploits and the different names and titles attributed to him in the sagas. One possible inspiration for Ragnar is Ragnar Sigurdsson, a Danish king known for his raids on Francia. His exploits were well documented, and he was renowned for his bravery and tactical acumen. The stories of his conquests and battles could have easily been woven into the fabric of the Ragnar Lothbrok legend. Another is Ivar the Boneless, a Viking chieftain who led the great heathen army that invaded England in the 860s. Ivar was a formidable leader, known for his ruthlessness and strategic brilliance. His campaigns in England left a lasting impact on the region, and his name became synonymous with Viking power and ferocity. Yet another candidate is Bjorn Ironside, a legendary Viking leader who is said to have raided the Mediterranean. Bjorn's adventures took him far from the traditional Viking territories, showcasing the far-reaching influence and ambition of the Norse explorers. His journeys and battles added another layer to the complex tapestry of the Ragnar Lothbrok mythos. It is possible that the sagas, written centuries after these events, drew upon the exploits of these and other historical figures to create the larger-than-life persona of Ragnar Lothbrok. The blending of different stories and characters into a single narrative was a common practice in medieval literature, aimed at creating a compelling and inspirational figure for future generations. The result is a character who embodies the spirit of the Viking Age, a time of exploration, conquest, and cultural exchange. Ragnar Lothbrok, whether real or fictional, represents the essence of the Viking ethos: bravery, adventure, and the relentless pursuit of glory. His legend continues to captivate and inspire, a testament to the enduring power of storytelling and the rich cultural heritage of the Norse people.